Okay, so in my last top 5, I asked you guys which top 5 I should do next, and I actually was surprised by you guys when I found out that a lot of you suggested a top 5 charge weapons videos. Now, there are a lot of charge weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, so I decided to put up a poll and ask you guys what classifies as a charge weapon, because stream beam weapons, of course, have to charge, and then some bows have to charge. So I asked you guys, do stream beam weapons and bows count as charge weapons in Pixel Gun 3D? And the overwhelming majority of you guys said yes, both of these count as charge weapons. So there are a lot of charge weapons to get through, so basically I'm just going to scratch all dash weapons and save those for their own video, and we'll include stream beam, bows, and just regular charge weapons in this video. So because there are so many charge weapons in the game, I decided to do a top 10. So welcome to the top 10 charge weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, just a quick honorable mention, I'd like to say Firefly's Blessing is a really good stream beam charge weapon. However, since mine is at Mythical, I don't actually really know how well it performs at Legendary, which is what you guys will be getting it at. So, yeah, I don't know if it's really up to the current meta. However, I will just say that at Mythical, in my opinion, it is the single best charge weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. So I just like to throw that out there. If you can get it at Mythical, highly recommend you guys do it. And now let's get into the actual list. Alright, so number 10 on this list is Dragon Energy Emitter. And I'm just going to say this once. Pretty much every single stream beam weapon in Pixel Gun 3D is overpowered because aim assist locks on and it just shreds people. So yeah, the reason why this is number 10 is because it's a legendary weapon that just shreds lobbies. And I'm just going to say this also. Pretty much every single weapon on this list will win games, like get first place in deathmatch every time, which is amazing. And Dragon Energy Emitter is no exception. Although I joined this game super late, I still was able to rack up a ton of points in this game. And yeah, it's a legendary weapon, meaning that if it ever comes back, it'll be pretty easy for you guys to obtain. So yeah, it's easy for you guys to get your hand on a really overpowered weapon. And I just gotta say, man, even though it's an older weapon, it still competes with the current meta, even at Legendary. So I feel like it definitely deserves a spot on the top 10 charge weapons list. And yeah, I love this weapon, even though it's kind of anime themed, I still love it, and you guys should get it if you can ever get your hands on it. Alright, number 9 is Dragon Bite, and a lot of you guys were pretty disappointed in my top 5 bows when this wasn't included in the list. However, it wasn't included because its charge time is pretty long to charge up. However, what I didn't really realize is that it doesn't actually need to be fully charged to even one-shot body shot, so it is a pretty good bow, although honestly I still probably won't put it on my top 5 bows list just because I'm pretty happy with the list that I have. But yeah, Dragon Bite is still a really good bow. Yeah, the only downside is that you need some pretty decent modules, and also, yeah, that's just that charge time. You never really know if you're going to one-shot or not. However, because it inflicts the cursed debuff, if you do not one-shot the first time, then you just have to flick another shot off at someone and it'll pretty much kill him instantly. So yeah, pretty good charge weapon. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, number 8 on this list, Deadly Beamer. It is another stream beam weapon that it does amazing. It's a really good backup. It's actually a fairly new one. And yeah, of course, all stream beam weapons are really good. This one is just better and better than the other ones. And I gotta say, man, I love this weapon so much because of how cool the weapon itself is. And also, it's just good on its own, and its range, of course, is limited because it's a stream beam. Stream beam weapons have limited range. However, in close range maps, it does amazing. If you guys can ever get your hands on this weapon, or you do have your hands on this weapon, definitely use it more. It's really good for spamming. And if you get the bow soul card set, I think it's called the soul card set, yeah, where that gives you extra points per kill, yeah, you'll win pretty much every game with this thing. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, number 7 on this list is the Corpuscular Revolver, and I looked up how to pronounce this weapon, and I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. That's how the website told me how to pronounce it, so we're going with that. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, but this backup is so freaking good. It's so nice to actually have backups that are really good in this game. Yeah, its charge time is really quick, and it one-shots every single mythical armor body shot in the game at fully charged, which is just amazing. Yeah, this backup will get you first place if you're just good enough. It's so good. I love this backup so much because it's actually kind of rare. I don't think anyone knows how good this backup actually is. And yeah, it's so good. It's unique. It's cool. And it's a weirdly pronounced name, but I mean, whatever. It's still a good backup. Highly recommend this if you guys can ever get your hands on it, and if you enjoy using charged weapons, because I gotta tell you, I really enjoy charged weapons a lot. All right, Let's move on to number 6. All right, number 6 on this list is Crystal Bow. This just came out in the new Crystal Division update, and at fully charged, it one-shots a lot of people. However, I think there are a couple of mythical armors that this does not one-shot, excluding the Crystal Rain effect, and I think that those are like ultimate defense and developer armor, stuff like that. However, if you can get the people to stay under the Crystal Rain, then it will one-shot every single time. So yeah, this bow is super cool, super unique, and super good. I really love this bow, and I'm so glad that I got the chance to use it early on. And yeah, what I think is cool about this weapon is that you see that rain effect that this has. It's called the Crystal Rain effect, and yeah, if people can stand under that, that will like kill people like no tomorrow. It's actually really good, and it does good damage. Unlike that other special that has this effect, which doesn't really do a lot of damage, this does do a lot of damage, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, good bow. Let's move on to the next one. Number 5. Thor Hammer. Yep, this is the single most no-skill weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. You may be asking why. Well, if you guys notice, I do not have to aim with this weapon. I just shoot in the general direction that people are, and it hits them. It also shoots through walls, meaning that I can just blindly shoot people just like that right there and get kills. Yep, it's no skill, it's newbie, and it's good. It can win you games. Its best map is Pool Party, in my opinion. However, in Pool Party, you're going to be dying a lot and not really able to get so many kill streaks, so you might not take first place there, but this weapon is just so... It's just overpowered, and they've nerfed it a couple times, and honestly, now with all the new mythical armors, it's not as good as it used to be. However, if this ever gets any damage buff, it will just be the single most overpowered weapon in Pixel Gun 3D because of the fact that you don't have to aim, you can shoot through walls, and it's just so overpowered. So yeah, number 5 is Thor Hammer. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 on this list, Streaming Beast. Yep, this is the Mr. Beast themed weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, and this heavy is so freaking good. I'm pretty sure that it was like number 2 or 3 in my top 5 heavies video, and what's so cool about this weapon is it regenerates your armor. I'm pretty sure that it regenerates 10 hit points like per tick. However, that could be wrong. I was kind of struggling to figure out what that was, but it looks like 10. So yeah, this heavy is amazing. Another really good stream beam. If you guys can ever get your hands on it, highly recommend it because it's pretty rare. I never see anyone using this, and I feel like a freaking beast when using this thing. So yeah, highly recommend. Let's move on to the next weapon. Alright, so number 3 is Dark Deer Bow, and I know that in my top 5 bows, I had Dark Deer Bow as the best, and then Moon Hunter as the second best. However, I didn't realize that Moon Hunter actually does more damage than Dark Deer Bow, so for that reason, I actually have these swapped. But yeah, Dark Deer Bow is a really good charge bow because it has little to no travel time. It's pretty easy to hit shots with it, and its damage is just so amazing. However, I think they did something because it doesn't one-shot body shot fully charged anymore against like developer armor, which I'm pretty sure it was able to do that before, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, something's wrong with this thing, so it's in number 3 because I think there's something up with it or they nerfed it or something without telling us. But yeah, it's still a really good charge bow that I highly recommend you get your hands on because I just feel like it's just pretty dang easy to use, and I don't know why. So yeah, Dark Deer Bow is number 3. Let's move on to number 2. Alright, number 2 is Moon Hunter Bow, and what's so cool about this weapon is that when you get a kill, you get a speed boost, which is just like if you just keep getting kills and you're just going to be the fastest person in the lobby, and I just think that this weapon is so fun to use. It has a little bit of a slower travel time than Dark Deer Bow, however it does more damage and it doesn't have any looping shot, so if you can time your shots right, yeah, you'll shred freaking lobbies with this thing. I love this bow so much. If you guys can ever get your hands on it, definitely do it. I don't understand why people hated on this bow when it first came out because like all I saw was a negative reaction with this bow. However, I think it's so freaking cool and it's so good, and in my opinion, it's the second best charge weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. But now it's time to move on to the single best charge weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. Alright, number 1 goes to Ronin. Yep, I will always vouch for this weapon, and I've said it a million times. This is probably one of the best weapons that you can get in Pixel Gun 3D. This thing just does so much damage, and it's so easy to spam, and in close range maps, it shreds lobbies. If you can get the Debt Collector set, which gives you double points, this thing, you will never lose a game with it. In fact, I use this weapon and then the Debt Collector set in order to farm points. This thing is just so good. I can't believe that they keep bringing it back for money because I'm surprised that more people don't buy it because, yeah, like I said, they keep bringing it back and people just don't know, I think, that this weapon is so good. I win like every single game that I use this weapon, And yep, I just can't say it enough. This weapon is so amazing. It's definitely one of the best in the game, and I'm surprised that more people don't use it. So yeah, this is the best charge weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. What do you guys think about this list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I missed some weapons maybe? Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments about this list. You know, of course, this is just my opinion, and you guys can have yours. So yeah, I actually genuinely want to know if you guys have any ideas on this list, and if you have any other top 5 ideas, be sure to leave them down in the comments so I can do those, because like I just showed in this video, I do actually do your guys' ideas. So yeah, leave those down in the comments. Thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more top 5 Pixel Gun videos, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.